Let's go back the way I came. Hour and 15 minutes. We're at 4:56. Let's get close to that 500 as possible. Thank you, Escalade. Shit, I gotta turn back around, man. this is some stupid shit. I could have fucking turned right there, man. I'll take a left.
but you can, I didn't know if you could do it from there. I couldn't
Got it, I
figure it
got
out. Too old.
I'm right there with you. You're only as old as you feel.
And that makes me feel old.
Don't say that. My name is Chris and I'll be your driver and I'm recording for our safety.
No? Okay.
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
The best way is to go straight.
If that's where it's telling you to go, I'll take that word for it. I'm
I
not
don't.
local.
Oh, okay, all right. So are you headed back home?
Yeah, Denver.
Denver. I dropped somebody off earlier this morning. They were going to Colorado Springs.
Oh, yeah?
It's like I thought that was the way we were supposed to go, but
Glad we're not going that way.
oh, I slice and dice like a
Yeah,
knife,
yeah.
knife through butter right there.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't think there's no slicing and dicing unless you're on a motorcycle.
It's funny, you would think everybody would be going away from downtown at this hour. I guess everybody lives down there.
Yeah. Yeah, I live in San Antonio, so I already know it's gonna take me like 2 hours to get home.
From here?
Yeah.
Gee.
It's jam packed all the way from Austin to San Antonio.
Now, are you here because you just got an Uber fare that brought
No,
you
I
here?
come over here.
Oh, you do come
I came over here probably about left about 8. I left my house about 8. Got here about 9
Oh, okay.
last night. So yeah, I'm in my last hour right here. So
Is that for a different reason, or you get better fares over
there's
here?
more money over here.
There is, huh?
Yeah, I'm already at almost at 450.
Nice.
Probably after I drop you off, I'll probably have one more.
Yeah.
had two $50 fares. Not really fares, rolled all together.
Yeah, yeah.
One was last night, and one was this morning to the airport. Man, something's on fire. Hope doesn't impede us. Yeah, I'd rather come over here and make more money, and even though it takes me more time.
Yeah.
It looks lovely over here, doesn't it?
This time of year.
But I'm talking about the freeway or the
Oh, you mean
roadway.
lack of traffic.
see any of those Waymos while you were down here?
I haven't seen one ever. Anyway.
Oh, so you wasn't in the downtown area much?
I mean, I wasn't really paying attention, so maybe one went by me. But even, like, I think there's a lot of them in Arizona.
Yeah, in Phoenix.
I haven't seen them the few times I've been there either.
Me and them boys beefing.
Is that right?
No, that's gonna be the autonomous Uber ride.
Yeah, I want to see one.
First time I saw it, I don't know why it reminded me of the Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was the first thing that popped in my mind.
Can you take them anywhere, or is it restricted?
No, I think they're mostly just downtown. Now, I have seen them on a freeway a couple of times, but there was somebody driving it. I don't know if they're programming it or going home or. I see where they store them, man. It was over there on the south side. I was dropping somebody off at the airport, and I seen it was like 20 of them. I wonder who charges them. I know they can't charge themselves, so. Try to go see if there's a charger over there, if you know what I mean. The inside lanes are moving faster, right? This one's I can't see on that side.
I'm not going to make that call. Whenever I do, the other ones start.
Because everybody jumps into that lane.
Exactly.
Going after this truck. No, but that's somebody's turning in that lane too. Try not to put my blinker on to the last second. See, then I would have got caught up, right?
Well, I guess we're getting off of this one. So.
Gray car.
What'd you say?
Get in, little gray car.
Oh yeah.
That's something. I'm paying it forward.
Yeah, you got it.
Just on 71 straight. That's the freeway that goes by there. I don't know if they got a shortcut in mind or they're trying to move around the traffic or. East. we did pass up a gang of cars, what do you think? Just have to move over one more lane. Just wait for the right opportunity. This might be it right here. Come on, Jeep. Someone told me they charge $75 a day to have a car in there.
In this one?
Now, there's another one across the freeway.
Yeah.
Man, that's gold mine right there.
Crazy. It's full too.
That lane's a little too bumpy. you think about that Cybertruck?
It's ugly.
I don't think Elon is too bright.
Does he live around here?
Yeah, he bought a compound, $1 billion compound. Both his baby's mamas and 11 of 12 of his kids. You know, he alienated one of them, LGBT transgender kid or
Sounds
something.
right.
Yeah, what kind of dad does that, man?
He's a weird dude. Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, but okay, the window's bulletproof. Then why are you gonna hit her with a rock?
Yeah. But is he in the Austin area or somewhere else in Texas?
Oh, I was like, I think he's posted up over there with Trump right now.
Yeah, but I meant like.
Yeah,
I know he relocated from Florida.
Yeah, he lives over
Sorry,
here.
from California.
Yeah, he lives over here.
Okay.
About $1 billion. I don't know if it was $2 billion, 1 point something billion dollar compound. I'm like, about a whole bunch of land, I guess.
He's got his own.
They don't like him. People don't like him over here.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because I picked somebody up in San Antonio. You know, I still live in San Antonio, and I took the guy to catch a charter bus. Then when he got out, he had a Tesla shirt on. I saw other persons had a Tesla shirt on. So he has to bus his workers in. They don't want to work for him over here. Let's see if I let some of these squeeze out of here so I can squeeze in, or I can squeeze in more over there, maybe.
Yeah, it's alright. I got time.
There's Tip. 640. Oh, just this right here. $481. $38 minutes. Vero Beach.
Take you back and forth to the airport. So fancy. It's an extra. Thank you.
Keep people in the know though. You hear anything? I don't
Yeah, I
know.
tell you, you know.
Hey, but Anderson, to be honest with you, is probably one of the best managers I've
Anderson
had.
is the best.
Really is defending, caring, and straightforward.
Anderson is good. He's probably the best manager you can have on our team, and he is the only manager that has the technical expertise.
I agree.
So Anderson used to be a CSM, and then he was on our team, and then he went to the solutions engineering team.
I almost sometimes wonder, does he want to become a solution engineer manager? I don't know. I know he wants. I think he does want to get promoted, and I think he's on track. But
it depends. The thing is, he would have to be.
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
He would have to go to. I mean, he would need an opening for enterprise.
yeah.
Solutions engineer.
You have enough room back
manager.
there?
Yes, thank you so much.
My name is Chris, and I'm gonna be your driver, and I'm recording for our safety.
Oh, no
Yes,
problem.
yes.
Thank you so much, Chris.
You're welcome.
Thanks for letting us know.
Well, it's kind of obvious, but
Look, as long as I'm not on TikTok or something, it'd be great.
with it does record both ways.
Yeah, it should be good.
I'm
Christina's
not
cool.
concerned. It's just like, you know, I feel like you had a good attitude about it, but I do know they're under a lot of pressure. She's under a lot of pressure.
That's just a matter of the fact is they're all new and they're under a lot of pressure. So if you can help them, I think that's why Christina likes me so much now.
Yeah.
Is I just help her a lot, right?
Yeah, you get up to speed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's just really what they need right now.
I'm happy for you for that.
I appreciate it. It's been a journey, but
It's needed.
yeah, it's funny because a few years ago, so my journey on the CSM team has been interesting. So when Gertie was here.
Yeah.
A few years back, we didn't have a senior CSM role, but we had happened to hire this girl named Kiana as a senior CSM.
Okay.
So after we had one, I was like, well, how does the rest of us become one, right? So I got them to write the job rec or whatever, but Gertie didn't like that I did that. So they did it. They thanked me for doing it, but they were like, we don't like the way you went about it. And she didn't promote me. So what's funny is she promoted Chris. Chris had just only been here for a year. Chris
Really?
Martin,
Oh, that's-
Jessica, the same. She came from
Jessica Ray?
support.
Okay.
Promoted her. And those are my homies.
They blowing at me? Like,
I don't
Thanks, other
know.
guy.
I'll pull out my gat real quick. You know we in Texas, so
Yeah. We don't know how these people acting now.
Well, we glad you protected her.
I just bluff it. I ain't got a gun.
I mean, I hope I'm not mad at you. You do. We need to protect it.
Yeah, like when that shit happened, she kind of like retaliated and she didn't promote me.
Okay.
So like I can't be mad like for my friends. Like I'm happy y'all got promoted, but
Yeah.
deep down inside, I was a little pissed.
I know you
about
were.
it. So what's crazy is we went through this strategic process and they didn't get through and I made it through. So now it feels like a reckoning. You know what I'm
Felt good
saying?
that you
Yeah,
actually got to where you should be.
yeah. And I don't ever want it to be on the back of you not making it, but like I deserve to also get mine.
No, I agree.
So
It
I'm
should have
happy
been-
we have leadership that's a bit more into it now.
especially for our people we talked about before. So I'm super excited. I think that I'm hoping is that with the things that are happening that you and Ronnie are set up for that role, because y'all did really, I hate to say, y'all stood it up. Y'all stood up this whole.
I'm telling you right now, if they don't give me a mid, if they don't make me and Ronnie principals at the mid-year, it's gonna be a problem. Like
y'all doing a
because
lot of the work.
we're doing a lot of the work, and I am interviewing every strategic interview
Bringing
that
them
we
in.
have. Those people are gonna be principals, and I gotta train them. Oh no, you gonna have to give me and Ronnie the
I
matching title to
I agree.
So we'll see.
I feel like that's what y'all are doing now, is putting in the work too.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm 1,000% with you.
So we shall see. The only struggle here is next week we got a new boss. So Christina's just handing us over. So like, I gotta do this shit
You gotta
all
make
over
him
again.
now think, okay,
Yeah,
why are you here?
It's a global, and then there's gonna be a manager in between him and us.
You heard Julia. That used to be her director.
Yeah, she told me about it. She said he's really cool. So
I believe if she's saying that.
I believe her too. So
But I mean, I get he ain't started, but I mean, I think it would have been cool for him to pop in just to say, hey, tell him, hey, just come in for a quick hot minutes, know.
I mean, you have most of the, your new folks here.
But he might end up he might try to get y'all out here again when the new team starts. And
I feel like we will have some sort of strategic.
Y'all have to.
Mm-hmm.
It's too big of a team. Too much,
Yeah. We shall
But it's,
see.
again, to me, it's good that you now got in good with Christina.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she's not going to be, now you're good with the enterprise head. And then, you have the strategic. You're already good with Richard.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make him the executive sponsor of the Black
man,
Hat
we need
Club. What's crazy is when I did my strategic interview, 5 minutes of it was him going, "Don't you run the ERG?" And then we were talking. That's how I found out he was black. And I was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
Yeah.
it seems like there's this event in Canada. So I guess it's like the Afrotech of Canada, but because he's Canadian, it's a big deal for him. But I'm like, don't nobody from America go there? Like, like, I've never heard of this conference, or whatever.
Yeah.
But
He's cool. He's been cool with me. I've been liked him. That's why
He's a nice guy.
Phil said, he's heard from people from LinkedIn. He said, Richard's real cool, but he has KPI.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
that's just one thing about cool people like that. Christina is the same. They're cool till
I
they're
can
not.
tell.
They're cool while you're doing the things correctly. The moment you don't, that's
I can tell about her though.
Mhm.
I see it. She can get there. I'm not want to see who gets her there and is behind that, but she can get there.
That's my Scorpio sister. Her birthday 3 days
Oh, she's
after. So I know she gets spicy.
That's right.
This was the 3rd. Her birthday was right after mine.
But
so-
Scorpios don't get along?
No, we get along fine, but we can be spicy. So I say that to say I can understand. I've seen the different sides to her. So very social, but she can also don't take no shit very much like myself. So
Yeah.
2 Scorpios together can be great.
Aren't we in the Scorpio season right now?
It's about to be
October,
ending
yeah.
soon.
My
But
sister's the cutoff. She's the 20th. Of November.
yeah, my sister is actually mine is the 21st. She's right there. So that's a bad combination.
My sister's spicy.
It's Scorpio and Sagittarian.
Yeah.
My fiance is a Sagittarian. So
My mom is. She's the 23rd of November. It's so funny because my dad and me are about 8 days apart for our birthdays. My mom and sister are 3.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
But no, like I said, it was cool. I think if anything, it provided somewhat clarity. I think we know what we got to do. I think people are still focused on the intros, but it's really just starting to document what you're doing with your customers and hoping to get some type of wins out of that, just to show leadership so they can go back and say, hey, look at what they did.
I do appreciate that Stephanie said it's no longer like individual goals, right? Because that shit's done. Like goals on a team level, like there's broader.
So wait,
like,
which ones did she say? 'Cause I must have missed that part. Like what part?
Well, she
of
was
that?
saying like the product team is focusing on like individual products and individual goals, and that's what our previous focus is on. Right?
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
But we want to start thinking more holistically, so not just across the team, but across the whole board.
No, that makes sense. Yes.
Whatever the case may be. So
I
like
agree with
more
that.
organization goals, right? As
Yeah.
opposed to like dev team goals.
Yeah. No, I do.
And how they align to like customer KPIs and all that.
I think we're moving in the right direction. It's going to be uncomfortable, especially with. I do say I think sometimes it's just noise, like the people who are being let go, like you were let go for some reason. I don't know what the hell you did.
They weren't doing shit. The people that have been let go lately should have been let go.
But didn't she just get on after getting let go?
Yeah, so Missy?
Yeah, she was a Tim.
Yeah, she was
got let
laid
go,
off.
and then
Yeah,
came back as a senior.
Well,
and got let go.
the funny thing is no one knows who interviewed her to be a senior. Because word on the street is Nina says she don't even know how the fuck she became a senior. Excuse my language. But I think somewhere in there, I don't know if she had like some health things or something. I think basically they wanted to make sure she still had a job.
Yeah,
But then she didn't perform.
at the senior level.
Yes, exactly. So,
Yeah.
my thing is, she was only been here for like 4 to 6 months, and she was already on the PIP. Like, I don't know how you just get started and you get put on a
That
performance.
means you ain't doing
Yeah,
nothing
so
at all.
oh, and then I heard RKO.
Okay.
She didn't come to the sessions. She missed the CSM session altogether. You can't go out the country and not
I
go
heard
to the
Mary
stuff that
caught
we
somebody
had.
that one year and went the fuck off about that because that was like, this is a large investment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure who that was that year probably got pipped too.
I have no idea, but Misty, they said she didn't show up to anything.
This ain't no vacation.
And then when they did their team on site in Austin, she also was like showing up late. She would
no.
disappear. Like,
Yeah,
your job
that's-
is paying you to do something. You should go do that. But I guess she went to Copenhagen with her husband and was doing her own thing.
Yeah, use it as vacation.
Yeah, you can't do that.
But
you can do that after you work, but you have to come to the work things, you know? So.
Yeah. But like I told people, like, yes, it happens. It's at a random time when we're coming together, but this stuff was going to happen. People, it seems like it because we're such in like a professional role that there's not going to be this type of stuff, but there's going to always be this type of performance.
And the matter of the fact is, we all talk very intelligently, but like, I don't know what you do at home. You could be lying to me, not you, but you know what I'm saying.
I know
like,
exactly what you mean. Yeah.
I don't know what work you produce. I'm not your manager,
Yep.
right? And there's that. So the job is not hard.
I agree. You
I've
just
been
gotta-
doing it for 6 years. Started last year, and it's never been hard to me. You don't got to do a whole lot that's
when you think
above and
about it,
beyond.
you look
like,
at the overall performance.
we get paid good money not to do
No, I know we do.
crazy a lot
'Cause I
compared to
had
like
people,
sales and other shit.
I
Like,
had Salesforce try to reach back out to me. Why am I coming back to y'all?
oh yeah, or
And
once
then
you
try
work
to,
at
and then they try to like tell me something. Hey, we want come back over here. Like, there's a principal role, but there's different levels. Yeah, it's in the office. It would be in the office 3 days, and you'd be getting paid probably 5% more than what I get paid here. I said, y'all fuck on my phone.
no, thank you.
What do you think this is?
I work fully remote.
Yeah. What do you think this is?
Yeah.
That's an hour drive.
Oh,
And y'all,
no.
nah, I'm good.
You
Y'all
got
are
laid
crazy.
off from there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what's funny
'Cause
to me
Julia
when
did too.
companies get to lay you off and they want to come back around the bend. I used to work at Blackbot. Like, it was one of my first jobs. A company Blackbot acquired our company, and like 6 months later, they let go of like all the support engineers and
Yeah.
stuff. When I became a CSM, they've come back around the bend. My last
Of
company,
course.
the same thing. I wanted to be a CSM. We didn't have any roles. They were starting a new CSM org, and I was like, I'd like to do that. And they were like, we don't know. And that's when I quit that job and I started this one. And now,
It was, what's crazy? It was an awesome role, and it wasn't even performance based. They laid off my entire team because of the reductions. So they had an active investor come in and get a large share, and then they brought in McKinsey & Co. and say, where can we reduce? Like, what do we not need? And so they laid off. So I think about 80% of my team, my entire team actually got laid off, but like we had like verticals, and so 80% of the vertical got laid off. My pretty much Richard got laid off, Christina got laid off, and my direct manager Trisha got laid off.
that's crazy.
Then the rest of the team. So y'all all with us, and then they pretty much it was a level thing. So whoever was at a certain level from a lower end, and then whoever was at a certain level, like pretty much P5s were safe.
Yeah.
And
P4
P6s,
below got it, yeah.
all those got cut. And Julie got cut too. Julie got cut the same exact time. I'm like,
Well, the fucked up part is they were just going to rehire college students because that's what the job did. They were like, they re-put them roles back up there. They can pay a new grad
trying to come back and
$20K
circle
less or
clocks.
whatever. Yeah,
But you know what's sickening? A lot of and I get it, they needed money. I just didn't have it in me. A lot of them went back, and I get it. They had to. I'm glad we were in a situation where we didn't like have to jump through that.
Yeah, I'm spiteful. Once you lay me off, I'm not coming the fuck back.
Yeah.
I will drive an Uber and work at Starbucks. Like, I will do many jobs before, like, my pride in me will not do that. Like, I will figure out as many jobs as possible.
I made it work.
No matter
I made it work to that
what
point.
it is.
And I was appreciative when that opportunity came up because I told Jasmine, I said, didn't you know somebody? Because I came to team earlier. She was like, hey, I know somebody at last. And I was like, I saw that position open. I said, Jazz.
No.
I said, who's the person that you know?
Yeah, I'll be
And
working
give me
for
the
myself
opportunity.
at that point in time. Like, it's just for me, I have too much pride. Like,
I'm with you. No,
I'll figure out something else till the meantime.
Because they were trying to get me for an AE role too. I was like, nah, I just can't do this. I appreciate
I
y'all.
would do any other job than go back to a job that told me no thank you before. Like, I was just fine, and then you crushed my feelings, so why would I come back there?
Man, our stock to keep going up. I know. I was talking to Tim. He said they are building a house. He said he's got it at a sale of if it hits 300 to sell a certain amount.
You
Which
should have sold it when it hit 450.
I don't know if it's gonna hit 300. Do you think it's going up to 300?
I don't know. You know, our stock used to be 450.
I saw that, but
So
then I
who's
saw that tank too that came right
Correct
behind
it,
it.
yeah. So we'll see. We might get back. What's that, 250 now?
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to get up to 300 by the time he going to catch out next week, but where it's at right now is a pretty good. It's a pretty good thing. I mean, when it was up at like 4.
Well, stocks up thanks to Trump.
I mean, that's the one thing we can say thanks to Trump. That's just the sad part about it. Like, financially, I'm not mad about it, but also, finances is not what rules my world, right?
Yeah.
But if I have to look on the brighter side and say, yes, well, at least my stocks are growing up, I guess I'll do that. Like, that's the only thing I can do about it at this point.
At the end of the day, like what I told you with our job, shit, all you can do is get the positives. We got this shit regardless of what you feel.
Yeah, that's just it. That's just life. Like, unless you want to quit your job, unless you're going to move out of this country, like...
But I told people here, I was like, to be honest with you, you go try to look at another job outside of our company and see what the fuck you gonna find.
Well, a lot of the people that have left want to come back. So we had several CSMs before we expanded this leave. One of them is like a CSM manager of a group, but it's a smaller group, and she want to come back too. But like,
nope.
Our org, so a lot of Atlassians do come back, but specifically on this CSM team, it's very gang-like. It is very, you jumped in and you jumped out. Like, once you leave here, they're like, don't come back around here.
I already can see that.
Don't do anything. Like, Jessica was like, yesterday, she saw Christina like 3 or 4 times, and she was like, every time it felt like she was looking at me like, why are you here? You know, like, because she took a sales position. But she's been on the CSM team for like 5 years, so of course she would see us while we're around, but we're very territorial. At least our managers are very like, oh, you don't like it here? You decided to leave? No, you cannot come back.
No, I get it. Like I said, Christina, I know they got they taking these new candidates through the ringer. I already know y'all are. I know they taking them through the ringer.
They are. When they get that mock exercise, you thought your shit was hard.
Really? But I thought they weren't demo anymore, right?
They're not demo.
But the whole exercise, you got to be
like
real.
A strategic plan, like customer success plan. Yeah, you got to take that stuff.
So you tell me these people have been killing it?
Some have been horrible. I mean, I had one strategic interview. He didn't even make a day. But the thing is, he worked for like, he was like an implementation consultant at another company, so he just used a lot of very big words and talked for a very long time. And at the end, we both were like, what the fuck was he talking about? And so, you know, it's like, you can bullshit, but for so long, in the job interview, in this practical exercise, that's where we find out who's faking it or who's not. Yeah, so, like, for you not even to have a presentation is terrible. As opposed to other people that are sending us, like, presentations early and like sending follow-up emails. Yeah, it's the level of professionalism as well as the thinking. And I think people are like, oh, this is a really high paying.
Yeah, they see that money and be like, oh, no, you're getting paid for a reason, though.
Yeah, but exactly. There comes some expertise with that. And at this point, since it's new, I'm gonna keep it real with you. Me and Ronnie don't even got the role, so you got to be great. Yeah. Like, I have to see more potential than myself and Ronnie.
They gotta realize they coming from people who ain't in the role yet, so you're gonna get this ringer.
Yeah, so if you're gonna get that principal role, you're gonna get.
You gonna earn that shit.
I'm gonna need you to show up and prove. So
I'm glad y'all doing that though, because we need it. I think it's gonna be needed, especially with this high visibility. I don't think they realize like this is a big bet for our team. And Stephanie and everybody is very visible into this.
See, I ain't worried about it too much. That's the one thing about Atlassian. Every 3 years they talking about some new shit, and they're like, all that shit we told you 3 years ago, throw that shit out the window.
Yeah, it's funny. I was talking to Mary about that shit yesterday. She was like, how you like it? Like, is there anything that you didn't expect versus what it is? So we had a good conversation.
That's the one reason Ronnie and I thrive, is because we just go with the flow.
Yeah.
You want me to do something? Sure. You want to ask me a question? Sure. You need my help, girl? Sure. Like, whatever you need,
you ask that no?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, realistically, you cannot say no. I mean, you can.
But it's you shoot your shit right there.
Yeah, so even with that, it's just being in the right place at the right time.
I agree.
And doing the things other people don't want to do. People hate interviewing. I've interviewed half the team, but that's also gives me,
Because to be honest with you too, it's a blessing in disguise. If you can, I'm really praying that you get this principle, because you get this principle. Remember we talked about earlier about the manager thing. You set yourself up for that principle by doing all this, and you higher than what you would have been.
Yeah, that's fine. And the matter of the fact is, for the managers, they don't even get paid that much. So the principle is better. So that's the reason why. So initially, before Trish left, before y'all came on at the same time, we were hiring new managers. Mary asked me, she was like, I think you should apply to be a manager.
For sure.
And Gertie was still here, and I was like, I don't think I want to be a manager under Gertie. I did not know that they was about to fire that lady. If I would have known that, I probably would have interviewed. But part of that was she said, it's a lateral move. You won't be making more than you're making now.
What's the point?
It's just a different role. And that's what I said. Oh, I got to
I'm chill.
manage 10 people or manage myself.
And like all this performance shit you gotta go with.
Yeah, no, I don't like doing that. I don't want to do performance reviews. I don't want to fire people. Like, I'm a nice girl. I don't want to do none of that shit.
Yeah, no, that shit's crazy. Do you think we have all the right managers right now in the right roles? Or do
I
you
think we're
there's some
better
opportunities?
than. There's some opportunities, but I think we're way better than where we were before.
Okay.
But the managers, so some of the managers will have to be more technical. If all the managers were like Anderson, we would be great, right?
I know, but I think we're talking about the same people too.
So it's just a matter of things. So like, like Allison is nice. Like Allison and Trish are nice.
Yeah.
They're very empathetic leaders. They will do the things. But like, if you need a manager to really be like, you like, okay,
In
this
the
is what I
weeds.
want. Yeah. They ain't it. I can't ask Trisha any question about any of our same product or like, this is the issue I'm having. How do I approach it?
You know, it was a little frustrating when we were used to be on our team calls and like we would be coming together and like like, what should we do here? And then she would like sit still and I say nothing. I'm like, girl, if you don't say, hey team, I'm gonna get back for this. I'm like, you'd step in sometimes like, guys, that's what I'm like, that's my only frustration with her.
I mean, Anderson, like, he curates stuff like, okay, this is what we got to work on. Here's an exercise. Let's do this. Let's do this.
He set me up for success when she gets back.
Exactly.
Because I was a little, like, I knew I'm going to do good, but, like, he's saying, he's got me to a point where I'm like, okay, when Trish get back, girl, this is what we doing with our one-on-one. Here's where it's at. Because Anderson runs his one-on-ones.
And Trish will let everyone else run everything else. I'm gonna keep it true with you. I don't even know if Trish is coming back.
I was thinking the same. It's a lot coming back, especially as a parent at that.
Well, Trish's husband makes money. Trish don't need this job.
What's he do?
He's a finance bro.
Okay.
So like,
he might say, "Girl, sit down and
yeah."
Take
So
care
like,
of this
when
kid.
they moved to DC, when I met Trish at Option in DC, he had quit his job, being a finance bro, because he had a lot of money and he wanted to be in the FBI.
Okay.
He went to the FBI, and then they have a program for Navy SEALs or SEALs.
Yeah.
And he went to the SEAL program
Okay.
to become like,
Yeah.
like niggas like that kill,
Yeah.
like Osama bin Laden and stuff, like special forces. But during the training, he got very sick. So his training, something happened where 3 of them got really sick, and they got this disease called rhabdo, and he had to get like what is it? What is it when they pump your kidneys? Dialysis.
Oh, really?
He was in the hospital for
he was
weeks.
on bad.
So then he just went back to his finance job. That's how they ended up in Chicago.
Okay.
Now they live in St. Louis now. But I say that to say,
Don't get that door knocked off.
you don't want it. You leave it open like that, you don't want it. But he got a lot of money, and then he's back home where it's
From that
cheaper.
old stuff that happened.
Yeah, not even old stuff. He made a lot of money with finance. The government might have gave him some money too, but. Thanks for listening to all of our work.
Concentrating on slicing through them cars.
I appreciate you, man. You have a good day. You drive safe.
All right, appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Come on. Why you still backing up, man? The seat's burning hot. New clip, y'all.